Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I'm very excited because we are going to be doing the next installment of my I was so excited book haul revisit, where I watch some of my older book hauls, take a look and see what I hauled, and then anything that is left over that I haven't read yet that I still have on my shelves. Whichever one I was most excited about, I pick that book and I read it. So for the last round, I picked Leila by Colleen Hoover. This was the one that won, and we had to go through 2 videos for that one because the first video I had already either read or I didn't have the books on that video, so that was nice, you know. But we did end up picking Leila, and I did read this one. It is one that I listened to on audio, and this was a very, very different Colleen Hoover book for me. I normally, when I pick up a Colleen book, I cannot put it down. I read it within 2 days easily. And just because I can't put it down, I'm obsessed. I love it. This was not that for me, just because it was very different, which I'm not mad about because I like that Colleen has been starting to do some other things, especially, you know, with Verity, that was much more of a thriller. She's doing, you know, she's kind of experimenting in different genres, which I like. And this was definitely one of those. So this one is following a couple and they meet. It is a very quick, intense romance. And then you see them kind of come to a little bit of a lull in their relationship. And so they are going back to where they first met to kind of see if they can spark something a little bit more between them. And then things start happening. Very, very weird things start happening at the house that they're staying at. That's all I'm going to say, because I didn't really know what this was going into it at all. And I was pleasantly surprised by some of the things that were happening and some of the turns that were happening. But Leila is the main female character in this book. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Literally, I don't want to give too much away because I think it's, you know, going into it like that is a little bit better. Same with Verity. I didn't want to give too much away. I will say I gave it 3 stars. I was interested in the story, but it just took me a while to really figure out what was going on. And that's fine. But it did take me a little bit to read as well. And it's not very long. So it wasn't an unputdownable book for me, the way Colleen usually is. And I do like the ending. I liked the way that it wrapped up. I liked the outcome of all the situations and stuff. It was just very, I don't want to say slow, but it was a little slow. It was a little slow. So that's it. But glad I read it. I will keep it on my shelves because I have all of Colleen's books and I want to make sure that that stays intact. So yeah, but I did really like it and it was 3 stars. So not my favorite, but still pretty good. Okay, so now we get to watch the next one and see what it is that I'm going to read next. So let me figure out where my playlist is. Okay, so I just watched my January video. However, this is from January 2021, so that's the year that we're in now. I had the same situation with the one last time where, I didn't have anything. So we're just going to move on to February, and I wanted to keep this shorter for you guys. I don't want you to have to, rewatch another video of mine where I don't even get to pick anything. So we're just going to move on to February and see what February has in store. Hopefully, this is a very big stack on February, so hopefully there will be something in here that I can pick. But yeah. Okay, so February of 2021, let's see what I hauled, and hopefully something in here will work. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, gosh. Oh, those are big books. What am I doing? Hit my face. Okay, this actually hurts. Okay. That's a big, oh gosh, I see. Hey guys, it's Sarah. I see some of them. Today, we're going to haul some books. I don't know what happened in the month of February. I feel like I blinked and then I had a ton of books in my possession. So we are going to just go ahead and haul them and everything's fine. I don't know that it is. Everything's fine, guys. The first one I have was actually a gift from somebody, and I don't know who because there was no gift receipt or note or anything in it. It did come from Amazon and it came from my wish list. I just don't know who sent it. So if you sent this to me, if you're comfortable letting me know who you are, please let me know. If not, just thank you. I really appreciate it. But that is Legacy of Ash, and this is by Matthew Ward. This is a debut novel, and I believe it's going to be a trilogy. I think the first 2 books are out, and there's a third coming out as well. The synopsis is very vague. I heard about this from Holly from Holly Hearts Books. I'll leave her channel link down below if you haven't checked her out. She's fantastic. I get a lot of fantasy recommendations from her. So the back of this is very vague, but it's basically a war is spreading across the Republic, and there are 3 characters who have to set aside differences in order to save their homeland. 2 of them are brother and sister, and there's assassins and magic and all sorts of things happening in here. But this cover, can you even? It is absolutely stunning. And yeah, so thank you. I'm really wanting to get into a lot more fantasy, and this is definitely going to fit that bill for me. And so if you sent this to me, thank you. It is so appreciated. Okay. I didn't say I was excited. That is a big book. I still have that. I have the entire trilogy. I did get it from somebody. I still to this day have no clue who sent that to me. But I found the second book on one of our besties' trips when we were in Wisconsin. I found it at a used bookstore, so I got it for super cheap. And then the third book I found somewhere else really cheap too. Where did I find that? Oh man, I can't even remember now. I found it very, very cheap. I want to say like a library sale, maybe, possibly, something like that. So I have the whole trilogy and yeah, haven't read it yet, but definitely still want to. It's on my shelves. I never once thought about unhauling, but I didn't say I was excited. And I don't know that I'm ready to pick up a big, massive fantasy like that because I already have a big, massive fantasy on my TBR this month. So I'm kind of like hoping something a little shorter is going to work out. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Next 3 books I pre-ordered, so they all came in almost at one time. First one is The Gilded Ones. This is by Namina Forna. This is a young adult African-inspired fantasy book, and I've heard amazing, amazing things about it already. A lot of people have been reading it either early or right when it came out, and I've just heard nothing but good things about this one, and I'm very excited about it. I did say I was excited about that one. I still have that. Again, I have the entire trilogy. I have all 3 books on my shelves over there. You guys, it's a problem. I have a very bad habit of collecting series without even starting them. It's a whole thing. But I do still have that one. I did say I was excited. So far that one would be the one that I pick. It is shorter. It's YA. So it would definitely go faster for me. I'm very, very interested still in reading that series. So that right now is the contender. Order that I got was Game Changer by Neil Shusterman. I absolutely love Neil Shusterman. He is the same author as the Scythe trilogy, which I'm really, really enjoying. Okay, that one I didn't end up keeping. When I went through my unhaul, I think the only Neil Shusterman books I kept were the Scythe trilogy, and I have Challenger Deep. That was from Christmas Book Exchange. And that might be it. I think I got rid of all the other Neil Shustermans because it's definitely just a book that I can get any time that I want. And so it didn't make my really big unhaul cut when I had to just really get rid of a lot. So I don't have that one on my shelves anymore. Came in February was, of course, A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. And I have read that. So whew, thank goodness. I got 2 books from Book of the Month this month. The first one is The Four Winds, which I have read, loved. I got a second book from Book of the Month, and that is Girl A, and this is by Abigail Dean. I DNF'd that one. I did not like the writing in that book at all. It was definitely not the way it was pitched. I'll say that. And I was really bored. I was really bored. Ooh, it was very unfortunate because I really did want to read that one. And the rest are all backlist books that I just decided to buy because I was in the mood to buy books. So the first one I grabbed is The Brave. This is by James Bird. That one I did read. That's a middle grade book. We read it for middle grade March one year. That was the book that they picked. So I did read that one. Next one I grabbed is The Wife Stalker by Liv Constantine. Very shiny. Oh my goodness, I was really excited. That one I don't have anymore either. That one got unhauled when I was doing my big unhaul. Just, it wasn't one that kept my attention. The next one I picked up is a book by Julie Berry. I just read Lovely War, which is a contender for one of my all-time favorite books. I absolutely loved it, so I definitely want to read more from this author. And so I grabbed All the Truth That's in Me. Okay, that's another one that I did not keep on my shelves. It's just one that I'll get when I do want to read it. I'll just get it another time. So I do not have that one anymore either. Next one I grabbed is Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. This is on the Great American Reads list. It is teeny, teeny, tiny. Another one I did not keep. I ended up selling that one just because when I do read that one, I still want to because it is part of the Great American Reads, but I'll listen to it on audio and I probably won't need a copy on my shelves. So I don't have that one anymore either. The next one that I grabbed is The Swap. This is by Robin Harding. And this one follows that one I do not have anymore either. First, I got rid of that one a while ago. Yeah. I finally purchased a copy of The War I Finally Won by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. This is a middle grade sequel to The War That Saved My Life, which I absolutely adored. That is a fantastic middle grade book. It's a historical fiction, World War II. And this is the sequel to that. And I had just never picked it up, but I finally did. So I haven't read this one yet, but I really want to. I still have not read that. It was on my middle grade March TBR for this year, and I didn't end up getting to it. So I still have that book, but I didn't say I was excited. So far the Gilded Ones is still the contender here. But yeah. Then I picked up Invictus by Ryan Groudon. I really need to read something by Ryan Groudon because I have 3 of her books now and I have not read a single one yet. Okay, that's another one that did not make my cut. I do have 2 books by Ryan Groudon still right here. So these were the ones I was more interested in versus Invictus. I think Invictus is like a Titanic thing, so I'm not sure why I didn't keep it, to be honest. But it was just kind of like, I haven't read her yet. Like, it's fine. So yeah, that one didn't make the cut. Next one I grabbed is also a sequel, and that is Between Burning Worlds by Jessica Brody and Joanne Rendell. This is book number... Okay. That is a sci-fi, young adult sci-fi series. That's book number 2, though. I have not read the first book. That's another one that I have all 3 in the trilogy and I haven't read. And they're this big. Someone help me. So obviously I will not be reading that because I haven't read the first one yet. And last but not least, I picked up The Librarian of Auschwitz by Antonio Uturbe. Okay, that is another one that I don't have anymore. I didn't keep it. So, and that was the last one. So it looks like The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna is going to be our winner this time. All right. So The Gilded Ones, I'm not mad about this. This is a good push to finally pick this book up. I definitely have been, every time I look at it, I'm like, I want to read that. And then I don't. So good push to do it. Again, it's young adult, so it should go by pretty quickly, I think. Let me get a page count here. So, okay, 415 pages. 415 for this one. But yeah, but it's also like a little bit shorter and young adult, so I think it'll go by pretty quickly. So yeah, very excited to read this one. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your thoughts, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day.